Ken Maloney, NJPASchoolsports.com, powered by Performance Spine and Sports Medicine, here with Robbinsville head football coach Andrew Patterson. Andrew, thanks for the time. I know you're a busy man right now.
No problem, Kev. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Here, getting ready for the game with Riverside, and you guys come in 0-5. Yeah, close game 2 weeks ago against Heightstown. So obviously the main thing is you guys are really looking forward to trying to break into one column.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as I think it's kind of like scoring. You know, I mean, the first game we got shut out. We told the kids, as soon as we score once, the floodgates are going to open up, and that happened against Heightstown. So we're looking at the same thing as far as wins go. I mean, Riverside, traditionally had a couple of rough years, but they've turned it around this year. New offense, new coach, everything. So it's definitely going to be a tough game for us.
One of the things that you're emphasizing your first year as head coach is team over individual. So your home games, for example, you're not, the PA announcer, Rich Gildner, is not announcing individual players' names. It's Ravens on the tackle, yep. Ravens on the run.
Yeah, I mean, the mentality behind that, and they don't even announce the coaches. They'll announce all the visiting coaches and everybody. We don't get announced either. One of the things we wanted to do was, make this a team unified experience for the kids. And, because, when one kid scores on a touchdown, there's 10 other people that cause that touchdown to happen. Yeah. And if we can't announce all those 10 kids, there's no sense in just, naming the kid that put the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. Plus, the kids on scout team, young kids, running the ball on scout team, getting their brains bashed every day, beat in, and they're just as much a part of a defensive stop or a touchdown as the starters are. So,
one of the areas I'm sure you're trying to improve upon is the turnover battle. Per NJ.com stats, I think you guys were down 8-3 in a turnover battle. So, I mean, that's one area where you can improve upon to win some football games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, even above just the turnovers, just getting little things right, which we did not do in the first 3 games. Every time the ball came out, seemed to bounce away from us. You're just hanging on to the ball, making catches. We've had a couple of picks that we've just let go through our hands. Yeah. So I think the last 2 games it's drastically improved. I don't think we had any interceptions the last 2 games. Had a couple lost fumbles against Bordentown, which really hurt us early on. So as soon as we clean up little things, including the turnover battle, we should kind of get on a little bit of a roll.
Speaking of that defensive backfield, all 4 guys back there are sophomores. So it's the gift and the curse a little bit, because you have some young guys back there, but if that unit stays together, the cohesiveness and chemistry is going to be great the next 2 years and for the rest of this season going forward.
Yeah, we start 4 sophomores back there. We rotate in some seniors to give some leadership, but like I said, the best combination we found within the first 3 or 4 games was those 4 sophomores, and they're giving us everything they got. They're in on every play. Got 3 Twomleys back there, and like I said, if they're not making the pick, they're right there. Yeah. And as we talk about in film after games, one more year, 2 more games experience, the near pick will become a pick. The near fumble recovery will become a fumble recovery. So.
Running the football, you guys have done a nice job the last 4 weeks, especially the last 2 weeks, over 100+ yards. So that's one of those areas again where you're starting to get momentum, and I guess the hope is just keep it going forward.
Yeah, like I said, the games where we've been physically kind of matched up with like opponents, we've done pretty well. Week 1, we faced a Cinnaminson team that we were outweighed on the offensive line, defensive line by a lot. Had some nice holes that we opened up, just couldn't seem to get through them. But last couple of weeks have been good. A lot of our base offense is working well, throwing a couple new wrinkles, week to week based on who we're playing. So hopefully it continues.
For you, longtime assistant coach, here previously, also at the College of New Jersey, the collegiate level, your first go around as head coach. So I'm sure it's been fun for you.
It's fun and it's hard work. So like I said, it's assistant coach. You kind of get to come at the end of the day, do just your part, and head coach. It's football 24/7. Yeah. It's I go to sleep thinking about it, I wake up thinking about it, I eat dinner thinking about it, and you kind of take on the emotions and the problems and the positives and negatives of everybody on the staff and on the team. So.
Riverside, they're a team, as you alluded to earlier, that had some rough seasons, and it's a rough history over there. They've only made the program, the playoffs twice in program history, coming in the season and carry a 22-game losing streak, but they've really righted the ship. Dan Harris is a new head coach down there. He's a former player down there, was on one of those playoff teams, and they're 3-2 through 5 games, which is a big surprise, maybe one of the biggest in Burlington County.
Yeah, like I said, we don't look past anybody this year. Just knowing what we had coming in, that we lost a good group of seniors. We didn't circle anybody as, hey, this is going to be the win, this is going to be the streak of wins. And nothing but respect to Riverside right now. To come off a 22-game losing streak and open up three your first 5 games as wins is very impressive. Like I said, we've scouted them just as much as we've scouted some of the more successful teams in the schedule. So.
And I guess the last thing is in your estimation, what's going to be one of the biggest factors for you guys to come up with your first victory?
Mistakes. mistakes. If we can execute how we could execute on the times we've looked good, and defend the way we can defend on the drives we look good on, we should be okay. Because like I said, I talked to the touchdown club at
over in Lawrence,
on Tuesday night, and sometimes on offense we'll come out and we'll look great. Everything will click, no mistakes, run the ball hard, pass the ball accurately, and then 2 drives later we look like we're just beginners again. So if we could string together a couple nice drives and get everything together on offense and defense, we should be okay. Get the momentum kind of rolling.
Well, Andrew, thanks a lot, man, and all the best.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.